YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to another video. It has been about 2 weeks or so since I picked up a camera to speak to you guys. Sorry about that. We were supposed to have a video last week, but Ross unfortunately couldn't pull through with that one as he got stuck in Romania. It was going to be a sit-down Q&A with my coach, but that will still be uploaded hopefully by the back end of this week. So today is September the 3rd of September. That's prep brain kicking in. So today is the 3rd of September, which means I am exactly 2 weeks out today. 2 weeks out today. So, which is mad to say. 14 days till we step on stage for the first time, and I'm excited. I really am excited. Bit nervous, bit of self-doubt, bit of this, bit of that, but as a whole, really fucking excited. Yesterday we had the MK Classic where we had the two Daras competing, we had the two Marks competing, and that was sick because obviously I live with Dara. Alan lives in the building too. Mark Fitz lived in the building for the majority of the prep, which is that building there. That one there. We all pretty much live in the same building if you don't know. And obviously to see them all go through it on a daily basis and then to see them step on stage, you know, it was really fucking cool, really fucking inspiring. And yeah, I'm up next out of all the lads. So this day 2 weeks I'll be on stage. So what we're going to do today is just going to bring you through a small little kind of day in the life. As I said, I haven't recorded for YouTube in quite some time. One of the main reasons for that was I was just absolutely bollocks. I was just absolutely fucked the last 2 weeks and really just did not have it in me to pick up the camera and record and try and find something to show you, because it's kind of just the same shit for me day in day out at this stage, which I know some people find amusing and it is what you want to see, but you have to understand, for me it's just same shit, different day. The reason I picked up the record for you today was because I had a small bit of a refeed yesterday, so I'm going to use that food to muster up the energy to bring you through my day, bring you through my session and see what we get up to. So the first thing I do every morning is I start my morning with a little bit of a walk. So just around the marina, around the city, a small bit box off like 4 or 5k steps. So usually I get up at about anywhere from 4:30 to 5:30, whereas this morning I was actually able to sleep in. I slept until 6, so I was happy with that. So it's 6:30 at the moment. I'm getting in a couple of steps before my day starts. Sunday is a pretty chill day for me. Literally just going to go back, going to read, going to caffeinate, going to go down to my cardio, do a bit of posing for you as well. I like to practice my posing nearly every day at this stage, and then we're going to do a bit of work and then we're going to go train. So yeah, I haven't blabbered on for long enough in this intro. Please sit back, like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Look at the fucking geese, lad, and the swans. One thing I do love about living in Manchester is I literally live over there and this is on my doorstep. Just nature, and the city centre is just in there. Everything is pretty fucking accessible. Whatever you want, whatever you need, whether it's city life, whether it's a bit of nature, kind of chilled out, coffee vibes, it's all there for you. Right, so back in from morning walk. I'm gonna sit down, chill out, drink my coffee and read about 2 chapters of Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. So almost finished this now. I'm kind of making my way through pretty much all of Ryan Holiday's books. I've read Courage is Calling, The Obstacle is the Way, Ego is the Enemy, one other one, and now this one's nearly finished, and I read the Daily Stoic as well every morning. So a lot of stoicism going on at the moment, but I think it's actually the ideal genre or the ideal topic to be reading while on prep, while to keep the head. So yeah, if you are on prep, I would recommend, or even just in general, reading Ryan Holiday. Anything by Ryan Holiday is a pretty good shout. I would say this one or Courage is Calling are probably his 2 best books in my opinion, along with the Daily Stoic, and that's just a page every morning to set yourself up. So gonna drink this, I'm gonna read for a while, head down, do a bit of cardio, do a bit of posing, come back up and get ready for the gym. The vape and Americano combo is just elite. Reckon it's the combo of the alpha male, even though vaping isn't exactly alpha, but I will give up probably 2 months post prep once hunger and appetite is back in check, I think. Yes guys, so we're back. You would have seen we had done 40 minutes of cardio and then a couple rounds of posing this morning as well. So following my refeed yesterday, I wanted to make sure I went down, did some posing, fasted, see how I looked. And also one thing I'm really starting to notice is my legs are extremely blown out at the moment. We're carrying a lot of fatigue, so they are a bit more to life today with the kind of higher sodium as well in yesterday's refeed meals. But as a whole, I really feel as though right now legs aren't doing me justice, and I think cardio will be dropped off probably over the next 5 to 10 days more. I'd say 5-7 days. Then next week definitely cardio will probably be pulled, if not even slightly before it, or at least tapered down. So it is time for meal number 1. This isn't a full day of eating, but I am just going to show you what I have for meal 1. So 100 grams, I wish, 80 grams of oats, 40 grams of salted caramel whey, cinnamon, 2 grams salt, and 100 grams raspberries. We're going to just kick back, we're going to watch some YouTube. Today is Sunday, and for the first time in a very, very long time, I have the apartment to myself, as Vicky is at work and Dara, Chloe are at the PCA Manchester show. So going to sit back, going to enjoy this meal, going to watch some YouTube, going to sip on a Monster after, smoke some of my vape, as you do, and then we'll get ready for the gym. So today is an upper session, which I will bring you through. I will mic up for it, but don't expect too much from me, as I do have a lot of energy now, but the gym just zaps me, takes it out of me. But I'll try to give you whatever bit I can information throughout the video. So yeah, going to enjoy this, going to get stuck in, and I will chat to you in a bit.
The quality of your service and your delivery is not going to be the best last thing at night. You need to have quality of service where you know you can get to your client fresh. And I can promise you.
Right, so first movement today is the plate loaded prime pull down. As I said, look, this session, I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of talking. I don't know what I'm going to be like, to be honest. That's kind of what my training sessions are like at the moment. It is just kind of ticking the box, getting it done, getting that box ticked for the day, doing what I can. And then just kind of getting back and getting my steps done with food and cardio and everything else. So we have 2 sets here. Don't know if there'll be any fancy edits or there will be nothing crazy in terms of strength anyway, I can guarantee you that. But at this stage, that's what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not going to be making strength improvements 2 weeks out from my show. Do you know what I mean? So we're just looking to maintain figures here. Actually, hopefully get a bit of a pump. That would be great if the food from yesterday carried across. I do feel some more fresh. I have felt worse on this session, so we'll see what needs to be done. But I am going to stop talking, stop yapping, and just kind of get my session done. And if I do have anything I want to say throughout the session, I will come up and say it to you guys. All right? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, so strength isn't really there today. As I said, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest, mate. At this stage, training is just getting in, burning them calories, maintaining the muscle I have. I'm not going to lose any muscle. I'm on gear, do you know what I mean? Simple as that. So I'm not at the risk really of losing muscle, not at this stage, not this close. It's just about ticking the box for me. Even now at this stage, I don't even logbook my numbers. The logbook went into the bin last week, and that is just from a mental side of things. I couldn't handle the continuing to not increase strength and not seeing progressions and just maintain and even dropping weight on a lot of movements. So what I'm doing at the moment is not logbooking, coming in and hitting my sets, sticking with the weight, going off feel. I know it's not really my style, and it's definitely not the approach I take with my clients, but right now it's just what needs to be done. And I say the same to my prep clients, just go in with 2 straight sets once you're that kind of 2-3 week out mark. 2 straight sets, get a good feel, get a good pump, good contraction, tick the box, get the muscle worked. You're not going to be making any fucking mad strength performances or strength increases at this stage. So, and to be honest, I am very much for logbooking your numbers and progressing your numbers. Obviously, that's something I do preach, but people fucking overdo it as well at times, especially this new era or generation. Even though people might say I'm in the new era generation of bodybuilders, you could very well say that, but it's too extreme, it's too by the book, it's too fucking 5-second concentric with a 5-second pause and this squeeze and that squeeze, and that's all well and good if you actually have muscle and you need to do that. Or that's all well and good if you know you're training for a while and you understand what failure is and you understand how to control the reps. But there's some young lads that come in the gym that are 60 kilos soaking wet, not a fucking ounce of muscle on them, and they're just doing no weight, no load, no intensity, with a load of resistance bands and cuffs and XYZs. And I made that mistake for a while as well. Okay, I was down that route for a while as well. Whereas now I'm kind of of the opinion of just get in there, train fucking hard, have good form, but don't be fucking over-executing yourself, over-analyzing yourself, especially if you're young, especially if you don't have that foundation built. So yeah, I'm rambling now for a small bit. I need to get back in and get my second set done, but that's just my current kind of thought process. And I know it's a lot of people's thought process at the moment, because I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people that are high up in the industry that I think they're very, very same. Right, second movement today is just going to be single arm cable row. We've already trained a lot in that kind of pull down variation, so now we're just going to go for a single arm chest support cable row. Probably my favourite lat movement as a whole. I think even over a pull down is going to be a row. So if you are looking to build your lats or even build fucking muscle in general, as a whole, machines, cables are going to offer a lot more than your barbell is or your dumbbell is. And again, I was just chatting about the old school, new school. This is a bit more new school, but it's just fucking fact. Now look, I love going in and having a variation and pulling a deadlift, or you know, doing a heavy dumbbell row, when I'm thinking of actually isolating a muscle and putting as much tension on that muscle as possible through the shortened, through the lengthened range, through the eccentric, concentric. It is going to be a cable, and they can just align better. So I'm going to run through this now. As always, just shoulder back and down, elbow to the hip. Try to wrap your elbow back around your back. Right, so next movement is going to be machine lateral. Now, I have gotten on 2 rants, 2E already, and first time my mic was in my pocket. Second time, it was on mute. No, it's not on mute this time. So what I was saying is, I know I was speaking earlier about the old school versus new school and kind of the debate there, and people very much kind of sit on one side of the fence when it comes to what way should you train, old school versus new school. And you know, it's not black and white, it's multiple shades of grey, and I do believe there is a sweet spot in the middle that you can find. So you see that the new age of bodybuilders and, you know, I might be considered one of them as well to a certain degree, where they come in and they use the handles and they use the setup of the bench and they use kind of, you know, optimal setups and bands and this and that. And that's totally cool, as long as you have kind of ticked the box on the old school first, where you know how to train hard, you know how to train to failure, you know how to use heavy load. You're not coming in and doing a cable row and doing only 7.5 kilos. I was doing a full stack there, you know what I mean? So yes, I train with optimal setup to isolate the muscle and to, you know, apply as much tension on the muscle as I can, but I still train fucking hard. I still train to failure. I still train with intensity, with heavy load. And a lot of these young lads in the gym that are 16, 17, whatever age they are, even up to 19, 20, they overlook that part of training. They never learn how to train hard. They never learn how to actually build muscle, okay? They don't know how to train with good intensity, with heavy load. And they're using this optimal setup and they're not moving any way. You know what I mean? They're not building muscle. They're not actually training hard. Don't buy a set of cuffs unless you know how to train hard. Don't buy a set of D-handles unless you know how to train with good intensity. Don't even wear a fucking Train by JP or a Gas t-shirt in a size medium that looks like a 3XL, which a lot of people do, if you're not going to train like someone who is sponsored by Gas or fucking Train by JP. That's just my opinion on things. So if I had to pick a side in terms of old school and new school, if I really had to pick one, I probably veer slightly more towards the old school if I had to at the moment, because the people who are new school bodybuilders and these scientific bodybuilders or whatever the fuck they're called, they're just taking the piss at this stage. They really are. And they're overlooking the blood and guts almost of the old school style training. And that's just where my head's been at these last few weeks when it comes to training and my mentality. And one of the things I'm really looking forward to in the off season is getting back in, lifting heavy fucking weight, getting fucking strong, putting in some of them old school movements again, training for enjoyment and getting good at the fucking foundations again, which is where people are overlooking. Another topic that I want to fucking delve into just for a small second is roaring and shouting on machines when you're literally not training hard and you're faking your intensity. Come on, man, you can spot it a mile away. Like, people doing one plate aside in a hack squat and roaring and shouting after their first rep. And it's nothing got to do with how strong you are, okay? That's not it, so don't take this out of context. I started there, do you know what I mean? I started at one plate aside, but I didn't roar and shout as if I was doing 5 plates per size. You know what I mean, okay? So just fucking earn your stripes, earn your stripes. Don't come in to be this hardcore bodybuilder unless you're fucking actually lifting weight that hardcore bodybuilder is. Roaring and shouting, faking intensity. I see it in foreign clips the whole time. I always see people faking intensity. It's not cool, not cool. I am on prep, so sorry if I'm being a bit ranty, but some things are just getting to me, pissing me off. I'm really nice though at the end of the day. I'm a nice guy, I promise. Yeah, sorry. Right, so just onto this incline Atlantis machine press, which has been swapped out for the incline prime plate loaded press. Just from a stability standpoint, my shoulders aren't the best in general, never mind when I'm at a low body fat percentage, so it's actually just 2 straight sets here, 10 to 15. As I mentioned at the start, it is really for me right now about fucking just chasing the pump, putting stimulus on the muscle and maintaining what I have. So gonna get my 2 sets done here, then we have some rear delts, and then we're going to tap on a bit of arms today as an extra bit of bicep and that tricep work won't go astray, so they don't look absolutely fucking terrible. And then we're going to jump in, do a round of pause and get back and have a pre-workout meal. That's where my head has gone already. But no, we've work to do till then, so let's get this set done, alright? Yeah. So again, going back to that old school versus new school debate, which might even be kind of the topic of this training session. I've seen this firsthand multiple times, even with myself as well. There was a period where I just trained like a fucking lunatic, trained like an absolute retard, but I learned how to train like a lunatic, okay? That period from November 2021 till I probably moved to Manchester, which was May 2023. Is that correct? No, that can't be correct. I'm sorry, this is preparing. I can't really remember my dates. I did my photo shoot 2021. So November 2021 to May 2022. That kind of, I suppose, 6-7 month period, I just trained like a fucking animal, like a lunatic, okay? Everything was force reps, everything was to failure, everything was as heavy as I could, as hard as I possibly fucking could. And I learned how to do that. I learned how to go to that point. When I came to Manchester, I kept that, but I stripped it back a small bit, and we had options in terms of better machinery, better equipment, setting things up better, okay? And then I was able to, I suppose, have my own methodology and marry and couple them both together. And that's what I'm trying to say, is you need to marry these two identities together, or these two ideologies together, and learn that. But you can't fucking get to the optimal setup part, in my opinion, and the D-handle part, in my opinion, without the first part of learning how to train like an animal. And I made that mistake when I started off in the gym. When I first started getting coached, I thought, oh yeah, muscle mentor this, muscle mentor that, D-handle this, and put a cuff around me fucking arse. I was still natty, and I was one of them natty lifters that fucking does all these optimal stuff, so I made no fucking progress, because I wasn't training hard enough. Then I stripped it back. I started to train fucking hard, and then I also, when I ticked that box, I coupled them both together, married them both together, and made the most progress I've ever made in my life. So that's what I'm trying to get at, and I see it with clients. I had a conversation with a client recently who loves bodybuilding, loves the process, and he will probably watch this video, okay, so shout out to you if you are watching it. I won't name you, but his form was immaculate. Form was fucking probably the best of all my clients. Form ace on everything, but the intensity wasn't there. He could be lifting heavier every time. He probably had another rep or two in the tank, and he's probably making it look harder than it really was. We had a sit-down conversation, we had a chat about it. The last 2 months or 6 weeks, he's made the most progress he has in his whole life. He's the heaviest he's been, he's the most muscle mass he's ever had. He's in the best shape and condition he's ever been in. All because he learned how to fucking train hard, and then he coupled that with the fact that he had good form. Okay? That's what I'm getting at. And that is pretty much the work done for today. I am going to tap on a bit of arms, but I'm not going to record that. And then we're going to do a round of posing. I'll give you a look at how I am post-workout in comparison to fasting shots this morning. Can't connect my legs fucking properly at the moment. Too inflamed. Just out of the gym there. All things considered, pretty decent session. I was actually quite happy with how I looked afterwards as well, and that's what I'm really looking forward to most. It's not my training sessions, it's my posing afterwards. So as a whole, quite happy with the look there post-workout after the feed yesterday. What a beautiful fucking day out. Isn't it mad how much the sun can just change your overall mood? Like, I just believe that I was born to live in a warm, sunny country, because that's just where I think everyone feels their best. Well, not everyone, some people like the cold. I don't get that. I just love coming out of the gym, the heat hits you, and it just brings my mood up fucking massively. So yeah, happy enough with the look there today. We're going to head back, we're going to cook up post-workout. The Liverpool game is on in half an hour, so we're going to go and we're going to watch that. We're going to chill out. There's actually 2 prostitutes on the road here right in front of me, 3 of them. So let's just keep recording, let's just keep talking and see if they say anything while we're walking by, because I'm getting some weird looks now at them as well. So alright.
No, get me off that video.
It's not on you, it's on me.
What is that?
Do you want to be in it?
No,
say hi.
put me in there.
No, this is Hooker Lane. Here's another one. Fucking hell, this is like something you see out in fucking Los Angeles. There's another one off to work. But yeah, me and the prostitutes. Fucking hell. Can't beat it. If you can't beat them, join them. They're smelly yucks though, you wouldn't fucking touch them with a 10-foot pole. Right, so we are back from the gym and post-workout is served. So, chicken and rice as always, and actually have a fried egg on top of this, which is a bit weird, but it's kind of just been my post-workout meal for the last week or 2. There was some adjustments to calories and I had a bit of fats left over, a bit of protein. I was like, right, let's have a fried egg on top of my chicken and rice, and it's actually beautiful. It's banging, and eggs are just hitting different for me at the moment. I can't wait for post-prep to just have a big breakfast with eggs. Scrambled eggs, poached eggs, fried eggs, the whole lot, the whole shebang. But the Liverpool game has just started, Liverpool versus Villa, so I'm going to sit back, I'm going to relax, I'm going to watch this. I'll pick up the camera again later, whether it'll be to outro the video or whether it'll be to bring you along to do something else. But honestly, my day is pretty much done now. Just training, cardio, posing, bit of work this morning, a small bit more work to do after again this evening, a bit of a setup, and then I'm done and dusted for the day. So today's been a good day. I've been in good form today. I've had a lot of energy. Probably got to do the refeed yesterday, and the fact that the sun is fucking shining. Also got some new kicks, the new J's up on the shoe rack there. So yeah, do you know what, guys? I'll probably leave the video there. Okay, it's been a good one. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. If you don't like or subscribe, Liverpool won't win. Oh, what a finish! What a fucking finish! He got his first goal. Oh mate, timing. I really rate that Dominic Szoboszlai fella. Honestly, probably your best signing this summer. Look at this for a finish. Fucking hell. Gerrard-esque, except off the left foot, I believe. 3 minutes in, 2.5 minutes in. Get it. Pings it. Fucking pings it, mate. So yeah, that is a great way to end the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. Next week is fucking peak week, which is mad. And I'll see you in a bit. Thank you.